Yo, what up? It is the 28th of May, 2024. And it is currently 8:25 p.m. on a Tuesday. Sorry, it's just riffing right before I started recording, like just making random sounds. So by the time I had to say the intro, I was like out of breath. The thing with starting this up is that there's a commitment that, once you, once you press, like, once you press on the character, like on the title, or once you get past the title screen, and everyone's in bed, and you pick a character. Once you pick the character there's a loading your town up. Once you've done that, it's a timer. You're timed now, and you have to, basically have to, like, be prepared, or at least get prepared during that, which, it takes a while for it to load the town because it's a, primitive game from 2005, but so you do have to like prepare. So there's been situations where I've had to quickly I've realized that I started without being fully ready. And one scenario, actually, I remember closing the DS and then opening it only to find that it loaded in the background and it had already started by the time I'd opened the DS back up. So I had to, I didn't reset, but I had to save and quit and then come back into game. So yeah, even beginning these episodes can be, come with difficulty sometimes. Hello, Cube. It seems like all fish have the exact same face, especially the sea bass. Talk about a familiar face. Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, wow. Talking about sea bass has given me a great idea. Wanna see you can be the first to nab a sea bass? He's really gonna keep asking me about this, isn't he? Oh, and I made him sad too. It's just, he's gonna fill his house with sea bass. I don't want him to fill his house with a sea bass. I almost wonder if I say, yes to his little competition, and then I intentionally don't try to get a sea bass and, like, let him beat me, so to speak, if that would count as, like, progressing his, favors, because that's sort of what happens if they get stuck in a limbo of liking a specific favor if you don't, indulge them in their interests. If you see a scorpion or a tarantula, above all, you must stay calm. They'll attack you if you swing your net around like a crazy person, but if you act like you can see them, they won't bug you at all. Scorpions and tarantulas are scary. Sometimes they'll come out from behind, like, buildings, so you can't even be prepared for them, other than not having your net out during the months that they spawn. Yeah, but next time Cube asks me to go do a fishing thing, I might accept it, but just not try, like, not get a sea bass. Oh yeah, also, I've got a thing to report from Rolfton, but let's talk to Tangy first, and then maybe Hugh as well. Boy, you scared me. Sorry, Tangy. Gosh, just getting back to my place is going to be such a pain in the tush. I think I gotta stay over at Monique's house for the dinner tonight. You can ask her while she's here. Want to see me do my impression of you, Monique? Here, watch. What's up with your hair? It looks like someone left you out in the rain. So what do you think, Monique? That was spot on, huh? Snoof. What? That's supposed to be me? I don't think so. Where's the cutting wit? Where's the biting pointed observation? Pfft. That was just lame. Here, let me show you how it's done. This is you. Monique is such a pretty princess. I wish I could be more like her. What? Was that? You think that's me? I don't get it. What part of me did you just impersonate? Isn't it obvious? That was my impression of the inner you. Pfft. Oh no, what if Monique sees me wearing these old rags? She's so fashionable. It's okay, I understand. How could you not want to be me? I mean, look at me. Every conversation we have ends with you making fun of my clothes. Aw, poor Marina. Is she mad? Oh yeah, she is. She's pissed. I have something to report from Rolfton, which is that I've tracked down the white boombox item, which means once I visit Rolfton next, I'll be 3 Nook items away, which is really exciting. Which, last time, well, that was like yesterday, or the day before that I got a new Nook item. So that's pretty exciting. And this is sudden, but have you ever eaten crawfish bisque? Nope, never. What? No, eating that. It's like not living half of your life. I'm sure it is. And my teeth feel kind of funny right now. I think I just ate, so I guess... Oh, that was a bit of, I guess it was a bit of a funny texture. Hey, this black rose isn't, wilting. I want that to wilt so that I so it can become a gold rose. Maybe I should talk like that. I am going to water this red tulip. That's actually almost a bit more difficult than talking normally. I'm going to chop down this tree and replace it with a Monique tree. Or at least hope to. I was wondering that, like... I wonder if doing a bunch of money trees could be profitable. Like, I mean, yeah, you could definitely make it profitable, but I wonder... to what extent? Like, Say you planted a field of, like, 20 trees. So in this game, the way money trees work is that the amount of bells you put in is the chance of you getting a successful money tree, where this successful money tree gives you 90,000 bells. So if you put 80,000 bells, it's going to be an 80% chance. So just take the 1,000 off of whatever number, and that's your percent. So I do 1,000 because it's a 1% chance, and that's a fun little gamble every day to play. But say you planted a field of 20 trees, 80,000 bells each, which, 80% chance of a successful money tree. Each one, if it ends up being a money tree, it profits 10,000 bells. So if 80% of them were to be, were to grow, which would be what? Oh man. God, I should probably know this. 80% of 20. Wouldn't it be like... Wouldn't be 15, would it? No, 15 is 75%. It would be 2 times 8. 16. So 16 of those trees grow. That's, you've made 16 times 90,000 bells, which is quite a lot. So the question is that more... And, yeah, 16 times 90,000. So let's see. Is that more or less than the amount that you would spend? So you'd make 1, 2, 3... You'd make 1,440,000 bells. Wait, right? Is that right? Yes. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Wait. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 1,000, 40,000, 440,000, 1,440,000. So yeah, you'd make 1,440,000 bells. Now you spent 20 times 80,000, which is 1,600,000 bells. So you would actually lose out in profit. So generally, I think the closer you try to get to a high percentage money tree, the less likely you are to make a profit, I think. I've been thinking about filling my room with the flowers I grow. It'd be like sleeping in a field of wildflowers, but without all the bugs. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the value of going all in on money trees would be. Like, I don't know how you would spread it out. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're kind of weird in this game, as I talked about, with the mechanics of how they work. Like, it's sort of bizarre. But it's something that people don't usually mess with because it's such a I wouldn't call it a niche feature, but it's such a drawn out feature to use because you plant a money tree. And then, 4 days later, the tree grows? Like, people want money now. And there's a lot of methods to make money immediately in Animal Crossing that are, sometimes even more profitable than a money tree, which is such a slow burn investment. So, yeah, it's, You think I'd look good in a spiderweb? Ah, yes, you would look good in a spiderweb shirt, Peewee. Let me know if you ever come across one. Oh, I will. clothes yourself, baby. Whoa, that's a spiderweb shot. Thanks, you're pretty cool. Well, I'm not very good at this, so thanks, I guess. Why don't you take an nap for a week? Thanks, I guess. Kinda already have one of those, as you can clearly tell, but it's no big deal. Who have I left to talk to? Is it just Pango again? You know what, let's go to the coffee shop early today. I've got some fossils to assess, and it's a nice break from the usual routine, although it's just sort of doing it in a different order. Oh, Blathers has got an episode. Yes, were you aware that at this museum we have our own coffee house? I know. We weren't always so lucky to have that shop here, but I had a clear vision. I decided to get more Mateiio residents to come to the museum. So I called my good friend Brewster, and he moved with all speed. Yes, Hugh, he opened his shop right here in the museum, wouldn't you know? And ever since, even people who never knew where the museum was came in force. Indeed, they became regulars, what? And now business rather booms. I must say, for me, the whole experience has been most uplifting. What's wrong? Well, sadly, we've noticed an increasing number of undesirables as well, yes. In fact, just the other day we had a rather odd guest darken our door. 'Twas a Saturday, and yet this fellow wore a hot-looking business suit. Yes, he was rather relentless with his queries as well. He even went so far as to ask me some quite personal questions, what? If I'm to be honest, I must admit I'm tired of these questions quickly, yes. In the end, the cheeky chap asked if I had insurance and if I wanted to sign up. Why, that tore it! I lost my temper and threw the lout out. The nerve. This is a museum, I said. Why couldn't he glean that simple fact and be gone? That would be Lyle, I believe. I love that, though, that they have, like... Oh, wait, I forgot to do my fossil assessing. That was the whole reason why I was talking to Blathers. I love that they have, like, scamming. I don't know, the fact that it's such, like, a prevalent thing in this game. Like, you know, both Lyle and Red, you know, like, heads of the idea of scamming people. And I don't know, just the fact that they have it, it's like it kind of cements to me the way that Animal Crossing is that it's sort of like life in the way that not everyone's honest and not everyone's looking out for you. Some people are just looking out for themselves. I don't know, it's nice. Well, it isn't nice, but that's what's good about it, is that it's not all nice, I guess. I also wonder, how does this museum make money? Because I don't pay to look around, and I also give all of the, you know, I give everything to the museum. Like, everything in here was donated by me. So, like, what's the idea? Like, I always assumed that this museum was, like, was funded by, like, the, you know, the town, like, the, whatever tax system they have here, but I don't know. Care for a cup of Java to pick you up? It's 200 bells. What blend would you like? The usual? Whatever you say. Then up comes 1 hot cup of your favorite blend spoon. There we go. At the perfect temperature to bring out the flavor. 176 degrees. 1 fresh brewed cup. Drink up. Thanks, I will. Bitter but with a subtle mildness. This is the flavor of sophistication. Also, I mean... Thanks. The roost is like... How on earth does that stay afloat? You know, like, owning a restaurant or, like, anything like that, you know, that costs a lot of money. And, you know, I'm paying 200 bells a day. So, a week I'm paying, what, what is 200 bells a week? It would be 200 times 7, so 1,400 bells every week. Now, mind you, bells are not, you know, they're not really equivalent to what, you know, most, like, English currencies. They're closer to, like, the value of yen. Which means that 1,400 bells is more like I wouldn't even say like $14. It's not very much. So, I mean, granted he gets, you know, other customers, but let's assume that I'm going there every day. That Harriet, I don't know if Harriet goes there every day. But let's say she does. Harriet goes there every day. Both Pelly and Phyllis go there every day. So that's already 4 people. Oh, we'll just let them look out. I don't really need them. Yeah, okay. And let's even say Blathers goes there every day because he wants to talk to his friend and he pays the money even though Brewster wouldn't want him to. So that's 5 people. And there's the occasional visitors. So let's give, say, 6 people. And let's make that 6th person include the range of visitors that the roost gets. 6 people every day get a coffee at the roost. Because mind you, when you try to get a second coffee from Brewster in this game, he doesn't let you buy 2 on the same day. So you can only get 1, and presumably that would, you know, apply to everyone else who goes there too. So that's 6 people, 200 bells per day. So 6 times 200 is 1,200. 1,200 times 7 is... Ooh. Well, it's 12 times 7. It's 84, so add 2 zeros. 8,400. So almost 10,000 bells. You know, 8,400 bells. Now, that's yen, so that's, you know, for like an American dollar, that's like $84. But, you know, like, I mean, I guess you could argue that, like, the amount that you buy with the bells is pretty different in Animal Crossing. Oh, I didn't even realize there was a pit here. That actually scared me. Sometimes identifying holes is a bit difficult in this game. So yeah, I don't think, my game theory, I'm saying, I don't think the roost is able to be funded through, you know, people buying coffees. Unless you can buy multiple coffees, but for some reason I'm not allowed to. No, Antonio. No, I still need Antonio's picture. And also, I don't want Antonio to leave. I want to at least have Cyrano in this town concurrently with Antonio and Pango before Antonio leaves. Yeah, so, I don't know. I don't know how money works in these games. I mean, granted, like in New Leaf, you know, when you work for the roost, you see a lot of villagers come in. So, I guess you could argue that there's a lot more customers that we don't see. Maybe there's like 10 visitors per day. I mean, hell, why not say the entire village, everyone goes there per day, so 8 people. So that's like 14. 14 times 200. Now that's looking a lot better. That's, what? 2,800? Is that right? 2,800 just from one day? So 2,800 times 7 would be... let's see... I would be like over 10,000. I'm just gonna put it in here. 2,800 times 7 is 19,600. Hey, that's not that bad, you know? Granted, that's, I guess $196. Oh, he said maybe I should rethink the whole thing. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so I mean, like, granted, the first, like, home loan payment in this game is actually pretty close to 19,000 bells. In fact, it might actually be identical. It might just be 19,600 bells. So, I guess you could make the argument that 19,600 bells a week is enough for Brewster to both keep the roost up and also live. I think I've already discussed this, but you know, the Animal Crossing economy seems completely out of whack. Like it just seems, I don't know, everything seems to be off. And I mean, with the stock market and stuff. You know, I said that, you know, the museum is funded by tax. But do we ever get taxed in any game? No, in fact, we only make money from the town hall with interest, which, you could say something about having the economy be driven by the head of the village. You know, it's all of the banking stuff is in the right in the town hall, right where the mayor sits. You know, is that corrupt? I don't know. Is Tortimer corrupt? That's a good game theory. Oh, that was the that was I forget what. I think it would have been California, or just some. Was this CNN where they reported on Animal Crossing City Folk because they thought that the characters in the game were like real people talking to their kids, and there's one point where they're showing the villager talking to Tortimer on screen, and they say something like, "This may be the man this may be the criminal on the loose on California or whatever that the police, police are worrying about or trying to find." It's just so funny because they blatantly don't understand how the game works. It's such a funny ad, a funny news thing. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I think I got around to everything, didn't I? Watered all the plants. I talked to everyone. I talked to Hugh, Marina, Monique, Tangy, Pango, Peewee, Antonia, Hugh, and Cube. Yeah, I think I'm good.